Now, our next guest has such a long list of accomplishments that I think every single one of them could probably warrant their own interview in its own right. We are talking about Professor Tricia Naicker. She's the youngest associate professor of the University of KwaZulu-Natal and the youngest academic leader of discipline for pharmaceutical sciences. In 2011, she won the Department of Science and Technology Women in Science Doctoral Fellowship, which then led to her being able to study in a facility in Denmark, becoming the first African to be accepted there.
Oh, how incredible. In 2017, she was appointed to serve as an editor for the South African Journal of Chemistry. And this year, she's been awarded the prestigious 2020 Rakes Medal by the South African Chemical Institute. There's a lot more that she's done, a lot more.
That's only the beginning, yeah.
Honestly, yes. But of course, we'll let the professor do all the talking and tell us more about her work and accomplishments. Tricia, Professor Tricia, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nothing like having your CV, your life kind of summated in one introduction, and I have a feeling that we've barely begun to scratch the surface, but maybe a good starting point for us is for you to tell us a little bit more about your current research. What are you working on right now, and how does that impact society?
To keep it simple, antibiotic drugs kill certain types of bacteria. Now, over time, bacteria can change to develop resistance to these antibiotics. This is called antibiotic resistance. It is one of the most serious problems facing modern medicine and surgery. So currently, my research group and I are working on a series of molecules to help fight this worldwide problem of antibiotic resistance.
So you're saving the world, basically, is what you're saying is you're saving the world, Professor.
And you're saying it very modestly. But of course, your latest award, the prestigious 2020 Rakes Medal by the South African Chemical Institute, that is amazing. I mean, honestly, how meaningful is it to you, and what does it recognize?
This award recognizes a member of the institute that's under the age of 40, whose chemical research shows outstanding promise. And this is based on the work being published in reputable journals. So it's meaningful to me because I achieved it much before the age of 40. And what makes it more significant is that the decision is made by expert senior peers in my field.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like getting the nod, a tip of the hat from people that you really do respect. I've got to ask, what led you to this? Because I would assume that you could have gone in many different directions looking at the future that's been laid out in front of you. Why specifically this area of research? And maybe you can tell us a bit more about the journey that's led you to this point.
Well, you know, this was an evolutionary process. It started by me taking a liking to the subject of chemistry at school, which led me to pursue my undergraduate studies in pure chemistry. I then continued my postgraduate studies in more applied chemistry. And now, as an academic part of a much bigger research team with the relevant skills and resources, I specialize in synthetic method development chemistry, which allows me to be in the field of drug discovery.
Wow. And look at our faces.
I know. What is it about drug discovery specifically that gets you so excited?
Apart from the fact that I can control molecules on a molecular level, I know that my research has a direct impact on society, or will have a direct impact on society.
I love that.
It's about seeing that outcome and how it impacts life as we know it. But of course, you're also the youngest associate professor at UKZN. You've published 100 papers in highly respected journals. You also serve as an editor for the South African Journal of Chemistry. That's just an extension of your resume that we sort of listed or outlined in the beginning. But so much accomplishment and so much that you have accomplished. That must feel special, hey?
Well, it feels really good, but I don't think it makes me special. I really believe anyone having focus and dedication to complete their tasks, despite the inevitable challenges, can achieve their goals. But in addition to that, you know, none of my achievements would be possible without my team. I have a team of encouraging mentors and expert collaborators.
So what's the next phase of your trajectory, if you will? What are you hoping to get out of this current research? Is there a tangible goal that you have in mind that you're now starting to approach? And moving forward, what are you still setting your sights on accomplishing?
Well, my biggest hope is that I hope our research will pass the many stages of drug development and eventually save lives. What more I would like to accomplish, you know, I would really like to train the students that pass through my laboratories to be critical thinkers and problem solvers so that they too can contribute to a better society.
Oh, such Such wonderful goals as well. It's about, I think, community and building that community even further, right?
Completely. The work that you're doing clearly has an impact on society, so thank you so much for that. Thank you for wanting to impart that knowledge and the way that you think and feel about your work onto the next generation as well. I have a feeling that those that come through your laboratory are incredibly fortunate to do so. So thank you so much and all the best of luck. Go and save the world.
Thank you.
That was Professor Tricia Naicker, of course, Associate Professor at UKZN. Congratulations to you, Tricia, on all your accomplishments. Really, such an impressive young lady. And, of course, all the important work that she's been doing, really, such notable work. And, of course, that's work coming out of the UKZN and really just reaching out to the rest of the world, surely.